Let's move on to some other sets of questions. Now these questions will be majorly related to the part design workbench that we had covered. So first question can be, what is the file extension of CATIA part file? Now this part file will definitely cover your your surface design or generative shape design as well, because we are using that as a strategy. So the file extension would be again .cat part. So .cat part would be your answer for file extension for CATIA part design file. Another question can be, what are the ways to enter into the Sketcher environment? Now we had two options available by which we were entering into Sketcher environment. One was sketch, another one was positioned sketch. What was the difference between sketch and positioned sketch? So if you will enter into the sketch, what you will do, you will select the sketch option, select the plane, and that's it, you are in the Sketcher environment. But when you use positioned sketch, then it actually asks you to define the orientation in which you want to work with the sketches. It allows you to maintain, to define, to determine the orientation of your sketch that you are going to create. When you are able to maintain the orientation, it makes easier for you to work. So positioned sketch allows you to do that. We had also changed or shifted the origin while working with positioned sketch. Whether you use sketch or positioned sketch, it doesn't matter. It would give you the same environment, it would give you the same toolbars, and it would behave in the same manner. The major difference would be with the orientation that you use, or the orientation that it gives you. If I am working in a proper orientation, horizontal, vertical, then it is easier for me to visualize, it is easier for me to work. But if that is not okay, that is not correct, that is not appropriate, then it might be a bit tedious for me to work. So sketch and position sketch are the way we prefer to work with the position sketch, because it allows us to maintain the orientation, it allows us to shift or change the sketch origin as well as per our own requirement. Remember, I'm changing the sketch origin, not the part origin. So these are the two ways for entering into Sketcher environment. Is it possible to use pocket or groove as the first feature of the body? Definitely yes, it is possible. Normally when we work in the part design environment, then these pocket or groove features are not activated when we are working in the part body, but when we are working with some other body, then these are activated. Why these are activated? Because on other bodies we can have the negative body concept. When we are working with the negative body concept, then yes, this particular thing is possible, that our first feature is pocket or groove. It can even be removed multi-section, it can be hole, it can be slot. We have this facility available. So yes, pocket, groove, slot, or hole, or removed multi-section can be the first feature of body. Definitely that body will support the negative body, or that would be a negative body. Then and then only this particular thing is possible. Can you pad open and intersecting profile? So yes, it is possible. If I have a open loop sketch, then I can apply pad feature on that. But there is a condition that the thickness option should be on. If the thickness is not on, then we will not be able to apply the pad on open loop sketches. Similarly, pocket will be applicable on open loop sketches if the thickness is on. But pad or pocket are not applicable on the intersecting profile. If a particular profile, if a particular entity is crossing or intersecting with other entity, then definitely we cannot apply pad, we cannot apply pocket feature. Yes, if it is open loop, we can, but the condition is the thickness option, the thick profile option in the dialog box needs to be turned on. Then and then only this is possible. So this is your answer to the question. Open profile can be used for pad feature using thickness option, but intersecting profiles cannot be used for pad feature. The same thing is applicable for pocket, same thing is applicable for shaft, same thing is applicable for groove as well. If an open profile is there, the software will accept. The condition is the thickness is required to be applied. If you have not applied the thickness, it will not accept. But intersecting, no, it will never accept. What is drafted filleted pocket? With the pad and pocket, we had options, we had some features available named as drafted filleted pad or and drafted filleted pocket. When I was explaining the drafted filleted pad and drafted filleted pocket, I told you this is a combination of features. You will apply one feature, it will give you three features. When you are saying drafted filleted pocket, it means you are applying three features. You are applying draft, you are applying fillet, and you are applying the pocket. What it will do, it will remove the material normal to the sketched plane. It will also apply the draft on that of the given value which you are going to give in the dialog box. Also, it will apply the fillets of the radius value that you are going to define in the dialog box. And when you are done with applying this feature, if you will check your feature tree, then you will be able to see the separate features as pocket, separate feature as draft, separate feature as edge fillets. So you are applying one feature, but you are getting three features being applied, and yes, you have the separate control to those three features. When you are going for further modification, then you can separately control pocket feature, separately control the draft feature, and you can separately control the fillet feature. But when you are applying it, it would be a combination, a single feature. So this is your drafted filleted pocket. Exactly similar to that, we have drafted filleted pad, which will give us the material addition. In the same manner, again you are applying drafted filleted pad, it will show you three features: pad, draft, and edge fillets. So this is your drafted filleted pocket. What is the difference between pad and multi-pad? So in case of pad, we can have a singular value, single profile. Whatever the profile, whatever the closed loop is or are, we will be able to give the same value of pad on that and get the desired result. On the other side, if I am using multi-pad, then it would detect all the separate closed loops. Remember, separate closed loops in a single sketch, and it will allow me to apply separate value of pad on those separate closed loops. So I can have multiple profiles in multipad where I can only have a single profile in pad. Say three circles are there in a single sketch. If I am using pad, then all three circles will create the same size of cylinder, same height of cylinder, I would say. But if I am using multipad, then I can define different height for all three cylinders or circles. So that's the advantage we have with multi-pad. In the similar manner, the same difference would be there if you are using pocket and multi-pocket. So a pad is used for single profile, but a multi-pad is used for multiple profiles in a single sketch. Remember, the feature is applied on a single sketch only because these are our sketch based features.